Hey guys, I'm going to show you how to do a burn tutorial. This is my first tutorial, so wish me luck, and if you can, like, or if you don't like it, click don't like. It always just helps me to, know what I'm doing wrong. Comment in the comment section, of course. Do what you gotta do. Tell me what I'm doing wrong, tell me what I'm doing right. Alright, so first off, we're going to need gelatin. I already mixed up this because I need to make sure it kind of cools down, because if you put really hot melted down gelatin on your skin, it's gonna burn. You're gonna have an actual burn. Do not burn yourself. So I only have this kind right now, but you can use almost any other kind of gelatin, and if you want, you can put food coloring in it and mix it around good. Make sure you don't have any more bubbles left, because that's gonna look really gross. Also, make sure you have water, really hot water, so you can place your already made gelatin inside there to make sure it keeps it hot. And you'll also need a knife. And I know we're gonna do this where you use household items, but I wanted to use my Bruise palette because you guys really should get some. They have nice, rich, vibrant colors, and they're very oily, but they stay on. They're really good. So I really like these. If you want to look at that, Pro Coloring Bruise, Burnt Maroon, and all that fun stuff. So I'll put, in the links, just, what they are. And just for some basic just coloring and everything, I'll use e.l.f., which is eyes, lip, face. Yes, I'm using makeup. It's an household item. Gotta get some Q-tips, some black eyeliner or dark brown, some concealer, and you want to make sure you got some tweezers. Also, get a brush, so then you can make sure you can spread it on. This is the only brush I could find. I don't really put on makeup, but I had this on hand. I don't know why. And then you'll need hairspray. Alright, now that we have all that stuff down, let's get to it. Alright, so first off, we're going to get our eyeshadow, and we're going to pick a color that does not have any shimmer. We do not want any shimmer on this. We want this to look gross and grotesque and disgusting. We don't want it to look pretty and flowery and just like, oh, your burn is so cute. No, we want it to look disgusting and scare people away. Alright, so we're going to take a more reddish pink color, and we're just going to smear it on there. The more blended in around the edges you can get it with your skin, that's awesome. I know I have really just pale, gingery skin, because, well, I'm a little ginger right now, but, stuff happens. Now that we've got that down, we're going to add the gelatin. Make sure that your gelatin doesn't have any of the bubbles in it, the bubbles of gelatin, as I said before at the beginning, but now you just want to, if it's all cooled down, you just kind of want to spread it on your skin, over the area where you put the eyeshadow. Kind of dab on it to give it that kind of ripple, disgusting effect, like, oh shit, she really burned her skin. Because you want to make this as believable as possible. If you can, spread it a little bit, because you just want to get it so it's not just... You don't want to be able to see where it ends. You kind of just want to spread it into your skin. Kind of like that. See? Alright. Next, we want to take our tweezers. It's going to be gross, but someone's got to do it. I want you to pull at some of the pieces to make sure that you have holes from the gelatin to your skin. It'll give the effect that the burn got deep. And then we're going to put yellow to simulate for fat, like it got to the fatty tissue. I want you guys to grab your Bruise palettes. As you can see, the colors are beautiful, and they really go onto the skin very well. So we're going to use the yellow, because we just want a little bit of fatty tissue. Alright. do something like that, because it doesn't matter if it's really smeared in right now. We'll do that in a little minute. And next we want to grab our concealer. It's by NYC. It's just normal makeup, but it works great. We're going to start putting that around the burn, because we want to be able to make sure that we can blend it in with our skin. Remember, realistic is everything. Alright, grab your burn palette again and go to your red. Reason I started off with yellow the first time was that you want to start out with a light base color so you can add on to it if you need to. And because when you start putting on the darker colors, it's going to be really hard to go back and get the lighter color to really stick. So you just want to start dabbing the red kind of around the yellow. Make some areas, more red, and then some of them kind of lighter. Kind of like that. Alright. There we go. And see, I really like the gelatin, because on the edges, as you can see, it looks like it's kind of cracking, so it's like the skin is like so dried out from the burn, it's like cracking, literally. So, now we're going to get back to our bruise palette, and now we're going to use the brown looking red. Alright, so with the darker version of red brown, we're going to take it and kind of go around on the more risen parts of the skin, so then we can give it emphasis. We really want to make it look like those parts got burnt the most because they're peeling back from your bones and your skin and everything. And then if you can, just go around the yellow fatty tissue spots. Kind of start looking like that. Next, we are going to take our eyeliner. It's Wet n Wild. I chose to do dark brown because if you use black, that's more of like a really burned, more charcoaled up kind of burn, where you basically take that kind of stuff off. But on this, we're going to kind of go around. We're just going to dab it on some of the spots, like around the edges, on the drier parts, because we want it to just, on the edges, it's more likely to be like charred, so you want to give it that effect. Alright, and we're almost done. Now go back in with your brush type thing for your eyeshadow, and again find a non-sparkly color, but this time it's going to be black, and kind of dab out some of it. You don't really want it to be heavy or anything. And then get your burn, and then on the raised spots where you put the dark brown, kind of tap at it, because you want to make sure you get it to look more 3D, because the gelatin already does stick out when you dab it down with the knife, or you can do it with a spoon, whatever you have around the house. And then, because you just want it to look like those parts were kind of burned more, they were just peeling back from the skin and just, they're charred and disgusting. Alright. Just get it like that. And lastly, I just want you to go back and just do some retouches if you don't feel like some of it looks good enough, or it's just not really selling it, the effect. Just if you want to, just go back and around the ending of the gelatin, just put on more of the eyeshadow, the pink eyeshadow with no shimmer, to, just give it that effect of that the skin around the burn is irritated, because it's not just going to be in one big area where it's a burn, it's the other skin around it's going to be irritated. Lastly, you're just going to get the hairspray. Can't remember what it was called. Of course not. But I use Rave 4 times mega because it's really good hold. Keeps my curls intact and keeps my flesh intact. But you're just going to go spritz it on there. You just want to make sure it stays. And it'll kind of dry out some of it. So, there you have it. I turned my brights on so you could kind of see it. It's a little too bright. Sorry about that, but I like doing them by my veins because the veins pop out more and it gives the burn more attention, because it's red and yellow and then my veins are blue. But yeah, so there's how to do a burn tutorial. It's my first tutorial, so don't be too ferocious with your comments. Just tell me what I could do better, obviously. Tell me what I shouldn't do. If I'm annoying, if I keep talking like I'm doing right now, tell me that. But yeah, so that's how you do a burn tutorial. Thank you. Hope you guys keep watching. I'll put up more videos soon. Bye! Bye!